Hi there, and welcome. I'm in my backyard, and this is Tillery, precious little Tillery. I wanted to share a story with you because I'm just so present to how grateful I am to have developed a way of working with myself and with clients that is so self-healing and is so powerful, taking so many modalities and bringing it to how I teach Pilates, how I teach yoga, how I teach movement, and how what that's taught me over the years. About 8 years ago, I was living in Boulder. Well, I was in Boulder for a period of time, and I was in the middle of my structural integration training, and I'd gone to dinner one night with a friend, and we were driving back on a long highway from Longmont to Boulder, and it was a really dark night, and some kids, we found out later, some kids had moved the cones in a work area and took us right into a huge piece of road building equipment. Well, the car that we were riding in just completely collapsed, but it took a lot of the brunt because it was an old Lincoln and it didn't have airbags. But what happened was I felt like every bone in my body was broken. I just hit the steering wheel, I mean not the steering wheel, but the belt, and just collapsed around it, and my sternum was cracked, and I had a massive whiplash. They thought the deep interspinous ligaments in my neck were torn, and you know, it was just this. As my friend came out of the car and kind of carried me out and laid me on the side of the road and called EMS, and I just thought, shock started, and then immediately my practice, my breath was incredible. It was like, wow. Just by the time EMS got there, I was just absolutely calm, and I could talk, and they were amazed because I was really hurt. And of course, got into the car, I got into the EMS, and the guy says, you know, I have to cut your pants right here. And I said, oh no, don't do that. These are my favorite pants. Oh, what a crazy thing to say. But boom, yes ma'am. Cut those, get to the hospital. Anyway, my point is that they had to put this huge neck brace on me, and I wasn't able to do any kind of stabilization with my sternum because you just have to let that repair itself. But what was present for me was my ability to sense, to lie on the ground and to just feel how I could feel where to go, how to sense the movement. What did my body want? How could I just gently, as I got on a friend's reformer, go just gently, barely begin to straighten my legs, and feeling how that talked to the pain and the immobility, what I was not able to feel, how I used sitting in class, wasn't able to do anything. I had to take notes and be in the class in a way that allowed my body to rest down, and the repair began to happen on a very deep level because of the awareness that I had around how to be with myself. It was extraordinary. It was an amazing experience that has continued. I still, 8 years later, don't have pain, but I have restriction that I can still feel that is melting little by little, but every night my back has these prickly feelings of the trauma kind of resolving itself. So I really do a lot of, you know, body scrubbing and that sort of thing that helps a lot. I'm going to put up a picture that you can see that's going to show, you know, years ago before the accident, the kind of split that I was able to be in, that now I can't get to a place in my body. It's happening little by little by little, but I'm just not able to do that complete a big split right now. But little bits are coming over time. The other thing that I wanted to share with you that was extraordinary, and you'll see the neck brace picture where I'm going to put the neck brace on, and you'll see what that looks like. That after the accident, I was, about a week later, I was on the Pearl Street Mall, and I was walking along, and I had this blue and white big neck brace on, and this little boy, about 3 years old, saw me, looked over, starts running toward me, and he goes, "Daddy, Daddy," and he's running around me, he says, "The Cat in the Hat." And I said, "What?" And then I suddenly realized, oh my God, this neck brace. I looked down at him and I said, "Yes." And he went, "Oh, the Cat in the Hat." He's running around. And I said, I looked at my friend and I said, "The healing has happened." It was so beautiful. So I just wanted to share, you know, how there's so many levels that we experience what we experience, and the love and support and the deep knowing that I had around how to help myself, I'm so grateful for. It reminds me of one of my mentors, Bonnie Bainbridge Cohen, who had a post-polio attack 15 years ago after I'd worked with her, and she almost died. But later, several years ago, when I got together with her again, she said, and she hadn't worked for years and years and years, she couldn't, because she was really bringing herself back. She said what brought her back was her work, what she developed as a body of work, and that deep understanding of how to help herself, and what the depth of her understanding is. So there's so much that we're doing and developing that is so profound, and I'm just so grateful. Just wanted to say that. Thank you to our deep nature that feeds us, and the mystery, divine mystery. See you soon.